you keep this after catch block, paste. Now so now whatever, see, if you run this code, so 3. So now what is the result? Try to understand this one. So your try block, okay, catch block caught this exception, arithmetic exception. So next line of code, the flow of execution not stopped. So after that finally block also executed. You are so intelligent. The code, the line of statement kept in finally block executed. You are so intelligent. After that the flow of execution not stopped, even though we have the exception here. Here, and this is 0 division error, means any numerator is being divided by 0, so that is it will not be done. So error exception occurs, so that line of code kept in try block. So that exception caught, that is what arithmetic exception, that is called exception handled here. After that next finally block executed, irrespective of try and catch block results, whether exception occurs or not, no any effect over finally black execution, line of code will be executed. Then after the execution flow will not be stopped, next line of code, 1 2 3 4 lines of code executed, finally the result is sum. So this is what, okay. Now try to come one more exception we will try to understand, that is what, index out of bound exception. Index out of bound exception. So for this, what I am doing here, one more try block, same, I copy this try block, I paste here. Now within this, remove this line of code, because this is for your, that is for this 0 division error, na? Now this is see, this is what, see here one line of code, I have created an array, integer array, that integer array holding 3 elements, 3 values, integer 10 20 30. So it is an array. This is the syntax to create the array. Syntax is, you need to declare data type first, it is integer data type, array symbol square, 2 squares, any variable you need to say xyz, my name, your name is equal to, in flower braces you need to write the values, integer values. If you want to write float values here, no, the array will not accept, because you have declared this array as integer array. So if you want to write any float values, all you need to declare it as a float. You need to write here float, okay, float, float. So now you can store only the float values here, no any strings and no any characters, no any booleans and no any integers, only float values here, okay. So now it is an integer array. Now what happened, so as I told you that in the previous session, every value has an index. Now this integer array has 0 1 2, index starts from 0, first value will be indexed at 0, next 1 2. So the total length of this integer array is 3, means 3 elements are there, but index 3 minus 1, so last index is 2. This is the simple idea. So how many elements are there, that is the length of the array. 3 elements are there, length is equal to 3, so last index is equal to 3 minus 1, so last index 2. Once 0 index will be started at the 0, at the 0 10 is there. So if I want to know the index 5 value, because there is no any index 5, only index 2, so that time it will raise an error exception, that is called index out of bound exception. See, let us see here in this system.out.println array, okay. This is, I am requesting for one more try block I have kept here, array 5 index. I want to know, there is no any 5 index, surely it will give that error, that exception you want to catch, but another catch block, okay. Copy this one, and paste one more catch block here. Okay, within this you change this variable as g whatever. After that you catch that one. Okay, now no need, remove this can finally. Okay, now try to understand what is happening here. This try block for this arithmetic exception. After that one more try block. The try block here you want to get arithmetic, you want to get the index of 5, but there is no index up to 2. Then after, for every try block I have kept one catch block. Okay, it caught the arithmetic exception, it caught what, index out of bound exception. Okay, next line of code to be executed. So let us see what is happening here. So unreachable catch block for exception is already handled by the catch block. So it is requesting for syntax error, insert finally statement to complete try state, finally block. So now try to understand what happened. If I run this code, clears the screen. Okay, now run this code. So you are getting two exceptions. One is that arithmetic exception, that is called zero division exception, array index out of bound exception. Okay, because you are requesting for index 5, but here there is no any index 5, only I told you that length is what, total value is 3 minus 1 2, index is only 2, but you are requesting for fifth index. At the fifth index there is no any value. Fifth index you are requesting fifth index value, but there is no any index, there is no any value. So that's why that moment it throws an exception, index out of bound exception. Okay, that is called. So how I have written, try to understand. In the next classes we will try to understand nested try blocks and multiple catch blocks. Here for one try block, the statement in which I feel that error exception may occur, that has kept in try block. After that the try block followed by catch block. Within the whatever the exception will occur, that will be caught. That is what arithmetic exception. Okay, next finally block. I told you that finally block, whether it follows catch block, otherwise try block. Try block must be followed by catch block or finally block. But finally block, whether it can be after catch block, it is optional block whether you want to keep or not, irrespective of the result of the try and catch blocks. For next one more try block I have kept for this one. What is that? Array. I have declared an array with 3 values. For that the statement whatever I want to get the result, I am requesting for fifth index of value. So kept under try block, it throws an error. Rise keyword used in Python, here throw keyword. So it throw exception. So I will explain the difference between, there are two keywords, throw and throws keyword in Java. Okay, so for this catch block I have kept, but here the variable I have changed. Here this variable it holds the exception value as an object. Okay, otherwise if you keep E for exception every time, so it will give error. I have changed it G, and that G holds that exception. That is what index out of bound exception. After that next line of code will be executed. Okay, so next is what, throw keyword. It throws an exception. Throws keyword, it will not throw any exception. It is used with the method signature, and it intimates that method may raise an exception. Okay, so see here in the main method, throws exception, throws keyword used here means it is used with the method signature. Okay, and throws keyword